Why do their hands and their feet look like ours? You know, especially that one up there, you know, if I had my fingers like that, you know, right next to them, you know, it kind of looks like their fingers. It does. If I let me do this. I'm gonna move myself. Can I move myself over in front of this? Because I want to do it. I do. I want to stick myself right over here in front of this if I can do this. Because let me do it. So I want to put my hand up there. Well, this is how can I get my hand up here next to this one? Turn it, kinda. This gorilla lost its pigment in its hand, you see, and I don't think their fingers look that much different than mine with the pigment gone out of their hands. I don't. And there may be some people that don't like this, but then I'm looking at this, you all. They even got the kind of fingernails that I got, you all, you see. It lost its pigment in some of its hand. You have to ask yourself, what on earth is going on? They even got the little creases on their fingers like humans. But then let me do this, you all. Let me see if I can get my hand over here to see if I can. I want to try to get my hand at this angle. Let me get this out of this way. I want to see if I can angle my hand. You all, this is so tricky. I can't really angle my hand because I can't really, well, it kind of looks like that, you all. My fingers kind of look like that too. The only thing that's really different right here is on the bottom part where the heel is. Okay, my hand don't have that heel, but my heel does on my foot, you all. That's what I'm talking about. The heel on my foot has that. I'm going to come over here. I had to literally restart my computer, reboot it, and I knew I would based on this subject matter. They made me totally locked up my microphone, and I had to reboot it is what happened. So if you're all just tuning in, that's wonderful. Hello, Starflower Apple Brooks. Okay, let's look. Let me see you all on here. We got you all on here. This is interesting. I had okay, there we are. Hello. I had looked on the Facebook, and somebody shared a post from some kind of a animal group, or you know, they showed birds and stuff, and they showed the hand of an orangutan, and it really did. It looked like a human hand. And I thought, well, that's interesting. It really is. And you know, you hear the story of the evolution and all that kind of stuff. But right up here with this orangutan losing its pigment in its hand. Now that's another story right there, because this ought to make you start thinking. It really should. And the way the fingers look right here, let me just show you the way this hand looks. Well, actually, I got another picture I can look at. I do. I have pictures, you all. And this video may not be for everyone. And that's okay. I know it's not for everyone, but that's all right. I'm still going to show what I feel led to see. Show. Let me find the one where he lost his pigment in his hand. Right here. He lost his pigment in his hand, you all. How could that be? A little genetic malfunction? Maybe. And I just want to say this. I love animals. I mean no disrespect to the animal kingdom. We're considered an animal too, so yeah, I think we're all in the same boat at times. But then look at this. Look at the hand of this gorilla or whatever it is. Look at this. Look at their hand. Okay, this is from, I guess it's a drawing. Look. Our hands look like that. Our hands have this, and some people have very long fingers too. And the only thing different I really see here is these fingers on their feet are not short like toes, and they got that right here, but they got the heel that we got. They do. Look at this baby right here. Look at the hands of it. See, isn't this interesting? 5 fingers, or 4 fingers and 1 thumb. Look at that, you all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a heel. They got a heel. Okay, they do. And their skin looks like ours. If you were to take the hair off of them, and the ears too. The ears are kind of similar, except they got an extra, loop on them right here. An extra loop. They got tongue. They got a nose. They got eyes. They got a skull and stuff like that. Hello, everyone. Yeah, they got it. They got it going. They do. Let me see if I can get this over here. Let me put this back to me. I wanted to look at that. Look at this. See, don't this look like your fingers? My hands. Okay, let's just say if this was my hand right there, my hands have gotten. If your hands get all dry and stuff, they're going to look like this. You're going to get the crevices in them. Your skin's going to be all dried out right here. Some people's hands do look like this part right here. I'm not joking. And I'm not joking. I'm telling you the truth. Some people's hands on the back side look like that. Mine have looked like that before, you all. They have. So, if we look at this, okay, but this is the foot, this is the heel. See, that's the heel. So, and it's like if this was their thumb, it's just been a bigger joint in between there to allow them to grasp. But they still got five digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each hand. They do. And they got their fingernails also. Now look at this. Wow, you all. Now this is, yeah. Now see, look at this. Look at the hands right here, or the feet of this orangutan. That looks, it's just like ours. It does. I'm not joking. The same texture, the same crevices and stuff, all of it. Except it's a little elongated, and they get blisters too. They get blisters on their hands. And I just want to say right now, this is the first time in my life that I have ever looked up close on pictures like this and even took a closer look. This is the first time ever. And I would not be doing this had I not seen somebody show the picture of a young orangutan's hand. And they did. They showed it. And I thought, wow, somebody put hair on a human's hand. That's what I said. Somebody put hair on a human's hand, and they're parading it around as if it's orangutan's hand. That's what I said to myself. But no, it's not true. It's not, you all. And by the way, they closed out all my, the tabs on here is what they did. Totally closed them out. And I don't like that. I don't, but they did it anyhow. I had gorilla's hands on here, just like that. That's what I had, some gorilla hands. I had some orangutan hands, and they closed that out on me. Let me see, you all. I don't need the new toes and fingers. See, they didn't want me to go that far, you all. Let me come get over here and try to see if I can see this in this history right here. If you're just tuning in. Okay, I wasn't looking at that. I don't think they're going to show me what I was looking for, you all. I had it all figured out. I did. All figured out. But they do, you all. Look at their hands. See, look at that. There's got to be something more to this, you all. There's just got to be. Gorilla hands versus a human hands. What's the difference? Well, they got thicker pads. I would say they do. They got thicker pads on their hands. I'm going to tell you right now. Let me put this to me. Okay, I'm going to put this to me. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, this video is being suppressed. Okay, it's being suppressed. The viewership has been capped. Just what I thought. That's all right, you all. So look at this. So, a gorilla born with a lack of pigmentation on her fingers. On her fingers. She had lack of pigmentation on her fingers. And you know, there are people who do have the lack of pigment on their skin. Also, there are, named Annika in Atlanta 2 years ago. Annika in Atlanta. Just like that, just one little thing on her fingers. Look at that. She's probably looking at her hand thinking, why does my finger have a lack of pigment? Well, she could be thinking that, you all. I'm just saying, she really could be. And if you would to look at the teeth, we'll see they got some baby teeth. They got these teeth right like this, like we do. And I think they got some of the teeth that we've got. It's wild. It is so wild looking. I mean, not this animal. Okay, not this animal. This photo really shows how close we are genetically. How close we are genetically to them. Kathleen, I did read something about what you're saying, Kathleen Longhurst. I did, and I read something else that some were driven underground, like the Sasquatch and stuff like that. They were driven underground to continue to be that way. I did. But this is really, and you know, some people may get very upset at this. That's fine. You can get upset. You really can. It doesn't. In the big scope of this life right now, it doesn't matter anymore. It really doesn't. No matter what is shown, somebody's going to get upset. Somebody's going to get offended. Somebody is not going to like it. And then some people are going to like it. Some people are going to get upset, and then it's going to cause them to think. And then if they start thinking and thinking, okay, there's something else going on, then they're going to get upset. Okay, that's how it really works. The truth, you know, you get upset at first. You get in denial. You get upset. You get angry. And then boom, something starts turning around, you all. It does. It turns around. You remember that movie, The Planet of the Apes? You know, I've always wondered why they did that movie, The Planet of the Apes. And do they come on a spaceship or something? I don't know, but it always kind of disturbed me because it was an apocalyptic movie. The Planet of the Apes, and you know, they could talk and everything, and they were very upset because they hadn't been treated right. They hadn't been treated right at all. I'm going to type in a young orangutan's hand. Okay, I just want to do that. Orangutan's hand. Young hand. It was this right here. But do you want me to click into it, or you just want to go back and forth? I've been having problems with all my devices taking forever slow, even though I've got high-speed internet. Taking forever slow, you all. And that's exactly what's happening up here. If you look up here, it's just going back and forth because it doesn't want to open it. It doesn't want to open this one. It doesn't. Okay, finally, it finally, see, this is what got me right here, you all. I'm telling you, it got me. Right there. This is Jesse Williams. He put this photo up here. I don't know if it's real or not. I don't. I don't know where this went, you all. See, because this has bothered me because I thought, is that fake? I did. I thought, is it fake? But then you get the babies, the baby orangutans, like right here. They got fingers, they got ears, they got nose, they got eyes, they got hair, they got skin, they got a tail. Now you know. Come on now, you all. Really, I did something. I did a video a long time ago about, it was talking about reptilian reptilian brains. And I have a video on this YouTube channel about did humans used to have a tail, because somebody did a thing on it. They say you have a part around that, I guess, coccyx area or whatever, where a tail used to be. You all, come on. Now, some people pretend they do got a tail when they dress up. Now, I'm being serious, you all. I am. I'm being very serious, and it's not funny. None of this is funny, you all. We're just trying to explore the truth. We just want to know what's going on. We really do. That's all we want to know, what's going on. Their hands look so old and leathered. They really do. And they're intelligent, and they can learn. Okay, they can learn. Yeah. So, I just wonder. I really do wonder. And some people, if you're one of the men, if you are a male species and you have a whole lot of hair on your body, you may not like it. You may not. Well, you're not the only species that has a whole lot of hair. They have a lot of hair too. They do. A lot of hair, and it's just it's making me think, you are. It really is making me think how close, but yet, I think I've heard them say that, I'm going to try to get myself back online. The closest, so let's look at this, you all. So let's see. Which species is most closely related to humans? The ape family is the closest to the human family. Chimpanzees. Now, that ain't what I wanted, because I want to look up, I wanted to look up the similarities between humans and pigs. I wanted to look at that. Oh, I don't want to look. I don't want to look at this nose like that. Don't stick your nose out at me like that, because that don't look too nice. You got your nose stuck out at me. It does not. No, you put your nose back. Yeah, you are. That don't look too nice, have his nose stuck out at me. It does not. So you're a pig. It might be a common insult, but interesting. There are a number of similarities between humans and pigs. Various anatomic and physiologic traits, such as organ placement, size and function, skin similarities, and disease progression. A pig weighing 60 kilograms will, for example, resemble a human body in many ways, including the fat distribution, the cover of hair, and the ability to attract insects. For this reason, pigs have been used in medical research for over 30 years and are what's known as a translational research model. This means that if something works in a pig, it has a higher possibility of working in a human. I learned something new. So they have, based on their weight, they resemble a human body with the distribution of hair. I guess they're sweating, and it attracts insects and transplants. I know when my brother, when he was really little, he was cooking at the kitchen stove. He stood on a chair. He was doing some chicken noodle soup or something when we were real little, and the pot fell and burnt his chest. And we lived out in the country. They had no car or nothing. And my mother had to stick him in the rain barrel of water because his chest was all burnt. And then she found somebody who would take them to the trauma center, I guess a children's hospital or something, and he had pig skin grafted on his chest. And this happened around Christmas time, because he came home with a lot of presents after around a month in the hospital. But he had pig skin transplanted all on his chest because his chest was burnt. He survived, but there's something to all of this. There really is something to it, and I really never knew about that. Hello, everyone. Yes, that's what happened to him. He was a little boy, maybe around 7 years old. It's sad if you think about a little child and that happening to. So look, so do these similarities mean that humans are closely related to pigs? Well, how can it be not necessarily? So many of the physical traits are not the result of a close ancestry, but rather a convergent of evolution, the selection of the same characteristics by a common environment. Well, this is 70 million years ago. Look at this word, you all. Look at this word right here. I'm not going to say nothing else, you all. I'm not going to say nothing else. In fact, I'm going to click right out of it. I'm going to click right out of it, you all. I am. So I'm just looking at that. The hands, they look similar. They do. And they have the body weight. They do. And look at that. The hands right there. It's pretty interesting. It really is. So this is in September of it. And you know, I had a cousin. When she was born, she didn't have a thumb there. She had another finger on this side. She did. Her thumb was a great big long finger. Okay, have you seen people that had a great big long finger instead of a thumb? Have you? Because it does happen. It does. Jaquetta pain. A lot of people have heard that what you're speaking about. Some may call it a story. Some may call it the truth. Some may say it's really not even that. It's something much more different, but they had to put it in human terms so we couldn't tell the whole truth. Okay. But they would say, some have said that could be the reptilians. Could be. You never know. But you know what? This whole thing right here, and this is a very touchy subject. This whole entire thing is a very touchy subject. I really do. I wonder why they look like that. Why they're so closely resembling humans. That's what I wonder. Why? Aside from the fingernails, I wouldn't want to. You know, they got strong hands, very strong hands, in order to climb and stuff like that. So gorilla hands versus human hands. What is the difference, you all? Well, if you would take... Well, is this the one that had the pigment missing, you all? I'm going to click into that. If you're just tuning in, I'm just going to tell you this may not be for you, but... Now, how coincidental is this, you all? Now, let's think about this. This article we're getting ready to look at, it is January the 21st of 2022. Why do they have to say, why do they doing this comparison right now? Gorilla hands versus human hands. Why did you just now put an article out a couple months ago about that? Why? They could probably tell a gorilla hand and a human hand apart. Humans and gorillas are close relatives that share similarities under the fur and skin. If they're so similar, what makes gorilla hands different? And this article will explore the difference. Who are the gorillas? They're low-land brush. They're large terrestrial mammals that live in Africa, Rwanda, Congo, Uganda, Angola, Cameroon, Central Africa, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Nigeria, depending on the subjects. And there's 2 species of gorilla, and 4 subspecies. Oh, wow. So there's 2 species of gorilla and 4 subspecies. That's interesting. That is interesting. So they belong to the order. What's the order primate? Well, this doesn't make sense. Gorillas belong to the order primates. Do you think that's supposed to say older primates instead of order? So it, yes, that Neruca Lopez, Gina Honey. Be careful with all your comments as they have more. Oh, yeah, they got so many cyber people out. They do. So you all better watch your comments. Yeah, or they'll take you down. Okay, they won't only take me down. They're going to take you down too. They will. So you got to be careful. And with the Google algorithms, they will automatically keep your comment from appearing. So all the people who say, Gina, I keep writing a comment over and over and over and it keeps disappearing. Well, that's the reason. They feel that your comment is not going to have what it takes to get on the comment section. Okay, it's based on the algorithms. I'm not doing it. The moderators here aren't doing it. It's the way it is. New guidelines, and I guess red lines you don't cross is what yeah, that's what it is. You all, something like that. Red lines that you do not cross. Let's look at this, you all. Hello, thank you, and watching. Okay, so I'm trying to get off of this, so I don't know what happened up here, you all, but my screen, something happened. I didn't even want to go nowhere, you all. I don't even know how that got up there. I just wanted to finish reading this, and I got distracted. I'm not going to look at the comments. Okay, look. The close evolutionary histories of gorillas and humans explain many of the similarities. So what is unique about their hands? We're a primate. This infant gorilla is using its opposable thumb to grasp and chew on a stick. Well, we would do that, you know. We could do that, and we can like blow on a flute or something. We can grasp it like that. They are unique in the animal kingdom because of their opposable thumbs. Only a few mammals other than primates have opposable thumbs, such as an opossum, a koala, a panda bear. And the only primates with non-opposable thumbs are marmosets and tarsiers. The New World monkey? They got a New World monkey, and lemurs have a pseudo-opposable thumb that is not truly opposable. Baboons and maccabees. So gorillas walk. Okay, well, we know how they walk. I just want to know about their hands. How are they similar? They are highly adapted for walking on. Well, let me just say this. There are people who live in areas and they don't wear shoes, okay? They walk everywhere they go, so their foot does develop a very thick pad on them. Even the Amish around here, they're barefooted practically all through the summer, and they've got very thick soles on the bottom of their feet, so their feet are adapted to their environment. Okay, a lot of them go barefooted at times. So just like over here too, so that's not that big of a difference. Okay, it really isn't that big of a difference because there are people and in other countries too who don't have shoes. They walk on their feet. They do everything and they don't wear no shoes. So human and gorilla's hands are similar. Both have the same skeletal composition, carpals, metacarpals, phalanges, and other species. Humans' carpals are the wrist bones, metacarpals, and phalanges. They have nails on their hands instead of claws. Humans have, well, we can have claws. All we got to do is just grow our, okay, some people, they grow their fingernails long. They do. They will grow their fingernails long, and I'm sure they can take something to make their fingernails thick, and they will have claws on their hands too if they want them. The only difference is, I think, humans trim their nails. Okay, they do. And the gorillas, they don't have that option unless they bite their nails. That's the only trimming of their fingernails that they get. Okay, but they would turn into claws, is what I think. Big old claws. So let's look at this, you all. The average gorilla hand is longer than the longest human hand ever. Well, I would not say that it's longer than the longest human hand ever, because we have the Nephilim. And I think the Nephilim had a very large hand. Let's see how long their hand was. Oh, let's see. You think it's going to tell about their hand, how long their hand was? I can't see. But I'm sure. Okay, here's a giant. The hand of Sultan Kosen, the world's tallest man. Okay, so I'm sure the gorilla's hand would be about that big. Maybe. Okay, it might, you all, because they got big, long hands, too. They do. They got great big long hands, great big hands. Some people's hands are so big that they hold a basketball like that. No problem at all. Okay, no problem at all. So that's not too convincing right now with me. It isn't. Their hands aren't that convincing right now. What did I do? Did I click out of that? Yeah, that's not too convincing of the differences to me, because we do have humans who have had big hands too. Let's look. They can walk and climb. Well, that's because they live their life in the trees. Now, there are humans that can climb up trees too. If they swung from vines like Tarzan and stuff, they'd swing just like the gorillas and the monkeys. They would. They lived in the jungles and they swung around. They have just as much strength, almost. They would. So we could get that much strength. We could. 12 inches, 6 inches. The average male gorilla hand is 6 inches and 12 inches long. Okay, so I think it's fine, you all. It's all fine. But anyhow, this is what I was back on right here. These gorillas, they lost the pigment to their fingers, which was kind of sad. I'm sure they didn't like it, but they didn't. Oh, look at that. See, they don't got claws on their hands. These gorillas doesn't. Their fingernails are trimmed. They are. It's this orangutan didn't get some of its nails trimmed. Okay, they didn't. So, look at that. A gorilla hand and fingers close up. Let me see if I can I do this, you all? Well, you can't see it that well, but you can see it somewhat. That looks like a human hand. Even has that thing that goes straight up the center of it, you all. It does. Straight up the center. And, now some humans' hands would look like this, and if they trimmed the hair, if this hair on this, whatever this is, if it was trimmed, it would probably almost look like a human's hand. It really would, although it does look like it. I think I'm about done. I'm done. I'm going to get off of here before I get myself in trouble. But I'm just showing what's on the internet, you all, and I'm just comparing the hand structure, because their hands kind of do look like human hands. They do. They like, if I could get my hand over there, it kind of looks like that one tilted to the side. Except I got the wrong fingers, you all do. Just like that one over there. It's like, can I do this? See, mine looks like that too. It does. Except I don't have that heel part attached to the bottom of my hand now. And if I wanted to do like that, well, yeah. If I had stubby fingers, I guess that would match the fingernails over there on the side too, and all of that. That's what I think. I do think that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a foot, because it's got a heel on it. Okay. But I was pointing out the phalanges, okay, on his foot or her foot. Kind of looks like the phalanges on our fingers. Okay, it does. Yeah. So I am going to go, you all. This video is not for everyone, and some people may get upset, but that's okay. Everybody gets upset about something. They do. With that being said, Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And it's something to think about. Okay, the primates are our closest looking, but yet the pig, we get the implants from the pigs, the skin implants, the organ implants. So that should make you think too. That's strange. It really is strange. It is. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you.